y'all, it's your girl Selena coming at you, and today I'll be telling you everything you need to know about mini twists. I have always loved mini twists. They are my go-to protective styles, and I've learned a lot about them throughout the time that I have installed them, taken them down, taken care of them, and I'm just here to tell you guys pros, cons, the do's, the don'ts of mini twist as a protective style, not just as a ordinary style, but as a protective style. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. Mini twists are easy to do protective styles. They're really easy to manipulate, so if one day you catch it up, you don't want it to be caught up the other day, the next day you can probably put it in a bun, next day you can probably do this style I have right now, which I took a shoelace and tied it so that it could give like a little bob appearance. I don't know. You can catch it up with just one with like stuff at the front. But I have a video that shows you how you can manipulate your mini twist, so I'll just put it in the suggested here, and I'll put the link in the description, and you can go and check that video out some other time. The cons are they take a little time to install, so you have to probably sit down for a nice hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, depending on the size of the twist. So it does take a little time to install, and it does take a little time as well to take down, and you have to be really patient when taking down your mini twist because it's really easy to get tangled, so you have to be really patient so that you don't break your hair and stuff like that, right? Some don'ts of mini twist is do not make your mini twist too small. What will happen is that they will lock easier at the roots, because typically persons wear their mini twist for 2 to 4 weeks. That's like the typical length of time that persons wear their mini twist for, and the smaller you do your mini twist, the easier they will be to get locked, and that's not what we want, because when your roots get locked, it's a little bit harder to detangle, and you might lose a little bit more hair if your root gets too hard to detangle. So do not make your mini twist too small. The other thing is, do not use heavy products in your hair, because it will result in a lot more product buildup. Of course, you're gonna have product buildup throughout your time of having your mini twist, because you're going to be moisturizing your mini twist at least every other day. But do not use heavy products, because it will result in more product buildup, and we're trying to minimize the product buildup as much as possible. So use lightweight moisturizing products, and I'll put a picture here of the moisturizer that I use in my hair, as well as the 2 oils that I use to moisturize my twist. If you follow me on Instagram, then you will see a video of me moisturizing my mini twist, so you can go ahead and follow my Instagram so that you can be updated when it comes on to different hair stuff, because I do post hair videos on that media as well. So go ahead and follow my Instagram. Do not keep mini twists in for more than 4 weeks, because as I said previously with locking, the longer you keep in your mini twist is the more potential it has to lock at the root. And when your hair gets locked at the root, it's just really hard to detangle when it's time to take it down. So try not to keep in your mini twist for more than 4 weeks. Do not shampoo your hair while they are in mini twists. That will lead to a whole detangling disaster when it's time to take them down. I warn you, if you can't hold out with the mini twist for 4 weeks, better at the 2nd week of having them in, you just take out the mini twists, wash your hair, and put them back in. But do not shampoo your hair while you have mini twists in. Disastrous. do, I'm going to go on to the do's now. Do moisturize your hair at least every other day. The thing with mini twists is that depending on your hair type as well, is it can get dry very quickly, and you don't want your hair to be thirsty. It's supposed to be a protective style, so at least every other day spritz some water in there, add a little coconut oil, or use the moisturizer or something along the line. However you moisturize your hair, or you can follow how I moisturize my hair on the video in my Instagram. You can go ahead and do that, but ensure that you're moisturizing your hair at least every other day. Keep your mini twist off your clothing. So depending on your length of hair, you need to worry about your twist touching your clothing. So with this hair tie, I kind of just I brought it up a bit more, because if I let down my hair, it would be brushing on my clothing a little bit more. So try to keep your twist off your clothing by catching, like loosely catching up your hair just a little bit up, so that it's not constantly rubbing on your clothes. Or canoe it. If you want to canoe your mini twist, people do that. If you want to canoe your mini twist, go ahead and do that, but just try to keep the ends of your twist off your clothes, because that will result in breakage, and we don't want breakage because we're trying to grow the hair. We're trying to use the mini twist as a protective style, and if you're constantly doing stuff that will result in the breakage of the hair, when you do take it down, your protective style, you won't be seeing much growth. So you have to try to reduce breakage as much as possible with any protective style. And one way to do it with mini twists or plaits or whatever is to catch up your hair loosely and try just rocking that whenever you have nowhere special to go, or nothing special to do. Third thing is, when you're going to manipulate your twist, put a little bit of oil on your hand, just rub it up, and then you can go in and do whatever you want to do with it. So it will reduce the amount of breakage that will occur when you actually start to manipulate your hair with your hands. So just put a little bit of oil on your palm and rub it up, and then you can go in and manipulate your mini twist. That really helps with reducing the breakage. Use a conditioner to detangle your hair first. Reason being, if you're going with shampoo after 4 weeks of a protective style, I promise you that is going to be a detangling disaster. And if you have a detangling disaster, more than likely you're going to be manipulating your hair a bit more, and it's going to result in a lot more breakage than you should have. So so detangle with a conditioner first, and then you can go in with your shampoo, and that should do you well. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope this helped. I really hope you learned a lot about how to care for your mini twist, how to do the mini twist properly as a protective style, what not to do, and all those beautiful stuff. I hope you guys learned something. Thank you again for watching this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.